Silver Beaver here. It's May 5th, Friday. We're at Burningtown Gap and we're headed to Dix Creek Gap, Georgia, and we will be there on Monday, the 8th of May. So we have 55 miles, 4 days. It's 2 o'clock on Friday, and
45 degrees.
45 degrees, a little chilly. Wind's blowing pretty good. And I think we have about 11 miles to go before we reach our shelter or the place we're going to tent tonight. Anyway, glad you're along, and we're going to have a great adventure for the next 4 days. As always, thank you for joining us, and visit my blog at wildernessadventure.us, and of course my YouTube channel, obviously.
And Ron's Trail Shuttle.
And Ron's Trail Shuttle. He just shuttled us. Absolutely. All right, here we go.
Cheerio.
All right, Pete, you want to start us?
Let's go.
All right. And we're off. See you down the trail. Well, this is our first stop since we started. You can tell it's overcast. It's misty and it's foggy. It's beautiful in here. Pretty day. All right, Walking and I are on the top of Weighing Bald Tower. Not much of a view today. It's kind of fogged in. It looks like this place has been burned before.
The cover burned off last fall.
Well, that's a shame.
It is. They'll probably rebuild it.
Well, it's raining. It's been raining probably for the last 30 minutes. I think the heavier stuff is coming. But that's part of trail life. Crazy man. Good morning. It's Saturday, May 6th, and we're just getting up and making breakfast, Walking and I. As you can see, the sun's now just peeking over the trees here. It's about 34 degrees. It rained good part of the night as expected. Wind still howling, but that's just part of the experience. But we found a pretty nice little campground right off the AT here this morning. So we're going to be packing up and hitting the trail in just a few minutes. See you in a bit. Some of the trail this morning. Pretty dry considering all the rain from last night. Beautiful morning. It's a little chilly. All right, we're looking at Siler Bald. If we'd stayed there, which was our intention last night, I think we'd have been blown off. but there's a nice camping area down beneath it. The trail goes right through it. Solar bog shelter. It's that way. Very nice. Show a little bit of the trail. We're on top of a ridge line currently. Hey, I got you on film. Don't fall. I said don't fall. It would only go viral if you fell. Oh, look at that water source.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna cross with camera, but nope, not gonna happen. Long branch shelter. And you can see the pretty right behind it. Don't see a lot of places to tent. In fact, don't see anywhere to tent.
Might be some up there.
Anyway,
Because there's a couple.
it's a double decker.
Yep.
A couple. That's right,
we
tented
saw
here.
Tented here.
Anyway, got here a little early, right before the storm. Foggy, foggy. Thundering and rainy. Just cooking dinner. beautiful through here.
Mm-hmm.
Good Sunday morning to you. It's May 7th and we're just starting out. We're headed to Albert Mountain. It's a few miles away. Be there shortly. We have a 21-mile day today. So it should be very interesting and very fun. Got down in the probably the mid-30s last night in the shelter. It's a nice shelter. What was the name of that shelter again? Long Branch. I encourage you to stay there. It's double-decker. It was built in 2012. Very few mice, which is always good. Places you hang your pack and your food bag. I didn't see anywhere to tent around the shelter though, like I said. But definitely encourage you to stay in that shelter. Very nice shelter. Of course, Rock Gap Shelter is only about 1.5 miles away. I think, Pete? About 3 miles? Okay, a little further than I thought. Of course, that's also a good place to pick up a ride into town.
Morning.
Morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, thanks.
Going out of the mountain. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay, we will. Thank you. Anyway, we'll sleep on Albert Mountain just a little bit. All right, we're on top of Albert Mountain Fire Tower. And off in the distance, you can see some snow. Kleeman's Dome. To the left, you see a little bit of snow on top. So that's in the Smokies. And look at this view. It's hard to really get a grasp of it on film, camera, but it's something else. And there's Albert Mountain Fire Tower off in the distance. We're just now leaving. And this is coming down Albert Mountain on the south side. And we've been doing this now for a while, so I just thought I would just give you a picture here to show you. But it's very technical. There are a lot of rocks. There you go.
This, folks, is how you do it.
That's how you do it. Carter Gap Shelter. Good Monday morning. It's May 8th and it is our last day out. We should be hitting the Georgia North Carolina border in less than 2 miles. Wasn't as cold last night. Probably got down in the 40 degrees. Stayed next to a creek. It was very enjoyable. Had a good night's rest. We did tent. It was shelter was almost full, but it was a small shelter. And I think the name of the shelter is Looking Glass or something like that. Looking Glass Shelter. Anyway, there was a lot of tenters. And we didn't get there too late, so we had to go find a spot. It was a good spot. It's about 8:30 now. Just starting off our hike. We've got 11 miles to go and we'll be done with this trip. Anyway, see you down the trail. So does it have a name? Anyway, we're really close to the North Carolina-Georgia border and came across this gnarly oak tree. Interesting. All right, say so long, North Carolina. Like Walken just said, that's the state line. We've made it.
2 down.
That's right. 12 more to go.
Yeah.
Nice lady slipper. Been looking for those all trip. We're right off the trail. Right here. Right next to the trail, I mean. How about that? And of course, we just saw these right next to the one next to the trail. This is up a little bit. A whole bunch of them. All right, we're next to the Plum Orchard Gap Shelter.
Apple Orchard Gap.
No. And we see some flaming azalea. And we're right next to the water source.
Where are the plums?
Yeah. And the shelter we stayed at last night, I got it wrong. It was actually Muskrat Gap Shelter.
Muskrat Creek.
Muskrat Creek. Okay, I'm going to let that go. Muskrat Creek Shelter. Too many shelter names. We stopped for a break. We're almost in Dix Creek Gap, and I look to the side, right off the trail, and you can see these pretty lady slippers. Show you a little bit of the trail this afternoon. Coming to the end. We probably just took, I don't know, 75 to 100 stairs straight up. And then we have this. But after this, it's a descent all the way down to Dix Creek Gap. So, a little bit of trail. Well, I see Dix Creek Gap. So, the end of 55 miles. 4 days, 3 nights is coming to an end. Walken's a little bit behind me, but I wanted to say, on behalf of him as well, thank you so much for coming along. This is why we do this, for you guys, the subscribers, and the people who look at the videos and comment. So please subscribe, please like, share, and comment, obviously, to everything. And please visit my blog, wildernessadventure.us. So it's wildernessadventure.us. Please visit my blog and comment there as well. Anyway, next time we're going to be going from Dix Creek Gap to Springer, and that should be in the fall. So that should be a great trip as well. That's going to be a little bit longer. That'll be 5 days, 4 nights. But we'll have you along as well. Till then, So long. Take care.